how the administration arrived at these numbers that were on the boards that President Trump put forward yesterday. I have the reciprocal tariff calculations here. It's a very fancy-looking formula, but a number of economists and media pointing to a much simpler mathematical equation. They say that it looks like the administration took the trade deficit for the U.S. in goods with a particular country, divided that by the total goods imports from that country, and then took that number and divided it by 2 to get to what the U.S. plans to implement on these 60 different countries. Is that the case?
Here's the thing. Punchline, bottom line. Each trade deficit we have with each country, based on the flow of imports and exports and how much we actually trade for them, represents the sum of all cheating. The trade deficit is the sum of all cheating. And what you simply do is calculate the tariff rate, which would be required to eliminate the trade deficit. And this is a national emergency based on chronic, massive trade deficits, which cost our jobs, our factories, and transfer our wealth to other foreign nations, and therefore threaten our national security, economic security. So that's the way to think about it. It's actually quite simple. Now, the calculation itself is based on this very sophisticated analysis in the trade literature for decades, and it relates to what's the various import, the elasticities, things like that, coupled with what happens to the currency. And when you get that out, you get a formula, you get a rate. And I want to stress here that the rates we got from that are basically represented based on the sum of all cheating done against the American people. There's no dispute that we get cheated. And then the president was very kind and lenient. He took half of that.
But Peter,
and they're customized to each country. So that's exactly what happened.